gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. One more thing. I go to the moon. What's going on, family? This is Scrapbook Boxing Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuffs series. I want to take a look at Sam Langford and Jack Johnson. Now, they fought in 1906. But Sam Langford never got a rematch. And what was interesting about that is that Sam Langford had faced battling Jim Johnson 11 times. And he defeated him 9 times. Never lost a fight with him. The other were no contest. But yet, Jack Johnson would give battling Jim Johnson a title opportunity. But he would never give Sam Langford one. So let's take a quick look at these two men. And then we'll see what went on in that fight. Now, Sam Langford fought out of Boston, Massachusetts. He was known as the Boston Bone Crusher. He was born on March 4th, 1883, Weymouth Falls, Digby. It was Digby County, Nova Scotia, Canada. Now, he stood 5'6" and he weighed 142 to 180 pounds. He started as a featherweight. He was managed by Joe Woodman. Now, he fought between 1903 and 1926. And he had 3 amateur fights, won them all. He won the Boston Featherweight Championship. Now, the thing with Sam Langford, he would win the Boston Featherweight Championship, the Colored Middleweight Championship, the Colored Heavyweight Championship. He would win the Australian Heavyweight Championship, and the Mexican Heavyweight Championship, European Heavyweight Championship. He would fight Philadelphia Jack O'Brien, but the light heavyweight championship belt was not on the line. Lightweight Joe Gans, championship belt was not on the line. Being in the ring with welterweight Joe Walcott, the Barbados Demon. Title was on the line, but it was a 15-round draw. And the spectators were furious. Now, between April 20th, 1903 and November 24th, 1904, he faced Andy Watson. Between April 3rd, 1903 and April 16th, 1903, he drew one and won one with Stonewall Allen. Between December 8th, 1903, September 5th, 1904, he defeated lightweight champion Joe Gans. And he drew with Barbados Demon, welterweight champion Joe Walcott, 15 rounds. Between December 23rd, 1903, he would have 4 no decisions, 1 win and 1 no contest with Jack Blackburn. Between April 11th, 1904, February 13th, 1905, he would lose 1, have 2 draws and win 1. The Philadelphia's Dave Holly. Dave Holly was in the ring with fighters such as Jeff Clark and Blackburn. Quite a fighter was Dave Holly. Between November 11th, 1910 and June 1st, 1920, he had 5 no decisions, 4 wins, 2 draws with Jeff Clark, the Joplin Ghost. Between May 26, 1905, November 12, 1907, he had 6 fights, 4 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss with young Peter Jackson. April 26, 1906, he would lose 15 rounds to the colored heavyweight champion, Jack Johnson. I want to take a look at that. But he was in the ring with Jim Barry 7 times between September 25th and 1907 and April 14th, 1910. 7 wins and 2 draws. between December 25th, 1905 and September 14th, 1917. He drew 5 no decisions, 4 wins, 3 losses with Joe Jeanette. And that's interesting, and I'm going to explain why. Joe Jeanette was in a ring with Jack Johnson 10 times. And we'll see how well he did with Joe Jeanette. Between May 1st, 1914, January 17th, 1922, 10 no decisions, 2 wins, and 6 losses to Harry Wills. Between April 1st, 1911, August 14th, 1920, we would have 4 draws, 5 no decisions, and 1 loss to Sam McVeigh. Sam Langford would face battling Jim Johnson 11 times. Would defeat him 9 times. Never lost to battling Jim Johnson. Yet Jack Johnson had defended his title against Jim Johnson. And many felt, myself included, that Sam Langford should have got a shot. He defeated, after all, Jim Johnson 9 times out of 11 fights with no losses. Now, Jack Johnson against Sam Langford. Johnson weighed 185 pounds and Langford weighed 156.5 pounds. Fight took place April 26, 1906. It was for the colored heavyweight championship belt. The Lincoln Athletic Club in Chelsea, Massachusetts. Referee was Martin Flasher. And at that time, Jack Johnson had a fighting career record, well, at least his total bout was 75. 54 wins, 34 knockouts, 11 losses. He was stopped 6 times, 34 knockouts. Now, although he lost his title in 1915 to Jess Willard, 26th round, for the World Heavyweight Championship belt, he was in a ring with fireman Jim Flynn. Jim Flynn was disqualified in their second fight because of repeatedly headbutting Jack Johnson. Sam Langford was in a ring with fireman Jim Flynn 3 times. Jack Johnson was in a ring with Stanley Ketchel, knocking him out in 12 rounds. That fight was supposed to be somewhat of a promotion to earn money. There was a case where Stanley Ketchel went off script and he dropped Johnson. Johnson said, "The hell with this," and went on and took him out. Took out a couple of teeth in the process. And flatlined him execution style. Jack Johnson had faced Joe Jeanette 10 times. Well, Sam McVeigh faced him 14 times. Jack Johnson faced battling Jim Johnson. Well, Sam Langford had faced him 12 times, and he defeated him 9 times. Johnson defeated young Peter Jackson. So did Sam McVeigh. Fought him 3 times. Now, in 1908, Sam Langford had faced Jim Barry, defeated him by knockout, 2nd round. Larry Temple defeated him. Sammy Ferguson defeated him. Tony Ross defeated him. These are all heavyweights. Joe Jeanette defeated him, and fireman Jim Flynn defeated him. Knocked out Blackfoot Simmons. They called him Kid Monday in the 4th round. Jack Johnson in 1908 had 2 fights, Ben Taylor and Tommy Burns. So I would say that Sam Langford definitely deserved a shot. And I'm going to show you something. Jack Johnson was offered a tremendous amount of money in advance to fight Sam Langford. Let's take a look and see what I'm going to show you. All right, now what you're looking at here is proof, living proof that Jack Johnson would offer a deal. $30,000 in gold. This is actually Taft dollars. This is the gold. It was on a table. was off to Jack Johnson. Excuse the blur. To a fight. This is the amount in English souvenirs deposited by Gerald Austin to induce the champion to meet Sam Langford. And that's the money. It was on a table. The contract is sitting next to it. Jack Johnson, you don't see him in this particular picture. But he took a look and thought about it. He walked out of the room. He didn't take the deal. You see, Sam Langford was an avoided fighter. And it's just unfortunate he didn't get a shot at Jack Johnson when he was a heavyweight champion of the world. This is Scrapbook Boxing, Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuffs series. All great fights and all great fighters will never be forgotten on my channel. Salute to my subscribers. And salute to Sam McVeigh, as well as Jack Johnson. Thanks for hanging in there with me. Peace.